Alright guys, we're back here with Poncho from Rob Zombie's 31. We had talked to him yesterday, but we had such a good time doing the small format interview that we just kind of wanted to touch base again. And you guys had a great panel last night too. That was a lot of fun.
Oh
yeah, that was awesome.
We enjoyed it. There were some good questions last night.
Yeah, we tried, man. So basically, when last night you were talking about how your dialogue was really originally written in English, then Rob kind of had this random idea because of your resume saying you knew Spanish, throw a couple of Spanish lines in there, and then the whole thing turned into, well, now your dialogue's Spanish.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel that helped the character along versus if you would have kept it in the English?
Well, I mean, I'm originally from Santiago, Chile. My first language is Spanish, you know, so sometimes even, I mean, I've lived in the States for a long time, but sometimes even when I think in Spanish, you know, and then I translate it into English, you know, or vice versa. But there's just certain things that don't work, you know?
Yeah.
And so you got to switch it around a little bit. But it was cool because as an actor, you always want to be able to showcase what you can do.
Definitely.
So, I mean, to get this opportunity to be able to speak Spanish, that opens a whole different door for me. Where, like, you know, I can do Spanish-speaking roles. I can do. There's a whole other industry, like in Spanish, which I would love to embrace. So it opens that door, but it also, you know, sometimes just things come off better in Spanish. At least it worked for me, and it worked for Rob.
Definitely.
You know, I had to audition in English, and then when he changed it to Spanish, it almost intensified it, man. It intensified it, made it creepier. Obviously, like what we said last night.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah. So it was a great opportunity, like altogether for me as an actor, because we wanted to be able to showcase your diversity and to be able to embrace my language that I was brought up with was fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, to embrace your home is always a good thing. Now, continuing with that, he also, and you had mentioned that there wasn't even going to be any subtitles. So now you're not only fucking with the cast, you know, or the characters in the movie, you're fucking with the audience, which is, I think, even better, because I think you had even mentioned last night how the idea of no subtitles is the audience doesn't even know what you're about now. Now, did you knew going in there would be no subtitles, so did you think, well, since I'm fucking with the audience, I'm going to throw a little this or a little that maybe only 3 people are going to hear, but it just sounds good coming out this way?
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things I asked Rob, like when we had the camera test and he had me testing some of the stuff translated into Spanish, like bringing out like the same emotion and same intensity. I asked him, because he just looked like, after he told me, he's like, oh my God, we're changing all your dialogue to Spanish. It's fucking awesome. It's just creepy. And that's when I asked him, I was like, hey, what about like the subtitles, you know? Like, are you going to put that in there? Fuck, I want people to understand what I'm saying, you know? And he's like, no subtitles. It's just something really eerie and creepy about someone that wants to kill you and doesn't understand, and you don't understand what they're saying. And it's just scary. And also, you know, like, there's a whole like Spanish world, which was what we were talking about, where I've had Spanish couples walk up to me and be like, dude, what you were saying was so fucked up. I understood everything. And then they start saying the things in Spanish to me and like loving it. So
nice. Yeah, you'd given us one line last night that you were calling Meg a tired little whore at one point.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, well, Rob, like the first monologue, that was one of the things I had to audition with in English. And it's like, talking to everyone and each person saying something bad about them and how I'm going to kill them.
Yeah.
And so one of the things Rob had written for Meg is, you tired old dog. You know, so I said, you tired old whore, like I'm gonna fucking rape you or some shit. I forgot what I said. And he was just a really wicked character, and
you definitely created something for nightmares.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good. I mean, I wasn't expecting like no one to like this character in that sense. Like, it was a very weird experience going to Sundance, because our film made it there to the first midnight showing. And going to Sundance and having people clap, when my character died. I didn't know how to feel about that.
It is a little
like
weird.
People are like clapping when he dies, and then as the movie went on, people clapped when the other character. So I was like, all right, good.
Like,
shit,
at
I thought
least there's a through emotion.
I mean, I like even like for Game of Thrones, for instance. I'm not comparing this to Game of Thrones, but for characters like Joffrey. I fucking hated him. I wanted to strangle him, which means that his acting was so good.
It was.
When you can
make the whole
affect someone that way, and that was your intention. Not to make them hate you, because you don't think about what other people are going to think, or you're in yourself. But to be able to affect someone like that, I mean, shit, like, that's pretty awesome.
Nice. Now, were there any influences that you tried to bring in to the character of Sickhead, or is he just completely creation between you and Rob?
I mean, it's obviously Rob's thing, but also as an actor, you have to, what can you bring to the table to allow this character to come to life? And it was, I drew from a lot of experiences of being bullied growing up. I mean, my father moved around a lot, so I always had, I went to 4 different high schools, 3 different junior highs, and kids are mean.
They are.
Especially the first week, being the only little person. Probably the first little person they've ever seen. I got bullied a lot. Got made fun of. It sucked. And so to me, the worst bullies are the ones that pretend to be your friends. And then they start fucking with you. They start taunting you and start doing things that are just... So I do from experience. I watch a lot of YouTube interviews of serial killers. And one of the interesting things is certain serial killers, when they kill you, they have no empathy. There's no empathy there. There's no thinking of the consequences. It's like breaking a TV. Oh, the TV's dead. I'll just get a new one. And that's how they think. And with this character, I tried to make Murder World my playground.
You definitely did.
Yeah. So I know every nook and cranny. I know where to hide. I know where they're. I know how to get away. I know. Obviously, I don't too much, but because I didn't see her coming behind me.
Well, I mean, after how many 31 games the family's probably played, I mean, something's got to go wrong one time.
Yeah. So I mean, it was fun. I hope I was able to answer that the best way.
No, definitely. Well, any future plans with working with Rob? Has he talked to you about anything else, or just kind of hoping in time?
It's been such a long time of waiting for the movie to come out.
Definitely.
Now that it's finally come out, I think everyone can rest, and the anticipation is over, and now we can move on. And Rob can move on, and hopefully he believes in me enough to maybe write another part for me or something.
Well, Rob, if you're watching, we liked it.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks, Rob, for that.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah, no
you
problem.
keep acting, we'll keep watching. All right, guys, welcome back. We are here with Tyler Main, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and also from X-Men, the original Sabretooth, which I thought you did a great job with that, by the way. You owe me a scream to Halle Berry. I mean, she does. To be honest.
She does, yes.
Now, with Rob Zombie's Halloween, I know you've talked in the past about how you really just tried to create your own and not try to copy or anything like that. What was one of the big things that you thought you made the shape your own? How is it that you think you defined yourself?
I just wanted to take it to another level, and make the character more than a one-dimensional character like he's been in the past. So, and it's really cool. You get people like this dressing up, recreating the character. It's just fantastic.
Nice. Now, when Rob first approached you and said, "We're doing Halloween, I want you to be the shape," how do you say yes and or no to that, right off the bat?
Well, I'd prefer to call him Michael Myers instead of the shape, but, he explained what he wanted to do, how to make him more than a one-dimensional character, and tell the backstory of how he's a product of his environment, and that was just, a great idea.
So, a few more things. Just again, with the Halloween, probably your favorite kill from the Halloween. Like, what was your favorite?
Favorite kill is when I killed the nurse in the second one.
Oh, that was
First
great.
kill.
That was wicked
Very
brutal.
intense. Yes.
I think that set the tone nicely.
Yes. She went on to win an Oscar, so I'm technically the only serial killer to kill an Oscar winner. So I'll take that.
Oh, that's some good credits. Any hope of working with Zombie in the future or more horror stuff?
You know, I've done 3 pictures with him so far, and you know, there's always more.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Tyler.
All right, take
you
care,
keep
brother.
killing, we'll keep watching.
All right,
guys, we are here with Zach from Gremlins and Hatchet 3. Now, I was listening to the commentary from Hatchet 3 last night, and Adam kept saying how he would constantly annoy you whenever you went to your trailer for Gremlin stories. Any truth to that? Was he really that annoying, or do you just have that many awesome stories from Gremlins?
Well, he wasn't really annoying me. He was just saying, like, what about this? He just wanted to clarify things. What about that? And was this true? And I heard a rumor that this was happening. And was that true? And what was it like when Spielberg came on the set? And so he was fanboying, which was totally fine. You know what I mean? And he was really giving me a great opportunity to be in that film. So it was the least I could do. So I never found him annoying. I think he just likes to say that he was annoying because maybe he experienced it himself that way, but it was totally fine.
Nice. What were some of the good times that you had on the set of Hatchet 3? Like, was there a particular day, or like, because he talks about too how you always like to prank each other. Is there something that stands out to you?
I'm not really a prank guy, but what was fun was, since we were in the Bayou in June. I don't know if people have been in the Louisiana Bayou in June, but thunderstorms roll in off the Gulf of Mexico without warning, or shall we say with very little warning, and dump about 7 gallons of rain everywhere and then vanish. So 1 minute you can be outside chatting, and 2 minutes later it's pouring and you're running in the makeup trailer, and then 5 minutes later the mud and everything, the entire swamp has just turned to chocolate pudding, and all of the trailers and everything is just sinking into the ooze. So
sounds like a fun shoot.
I mean, that happened a couple of times, and all we could do is hunker down in the makeup trailer and tell stories with each other, and you know, if you're with a group of entertaining people telling stories, very memorable.
Nice.
So that was a lot of fun. The actual shoot in the swamp was not fun, with the spiders and the mosquitoes and the chiggers that would get under.
I heard about the chigger bites on the commentary.
The chigger bites would go underneath your skin. You'd have to put nail polish on them to kill them under your skin.
That's just.
It was not enjoyable from a physical aspect, but from a human aspect and all the people we were working with, it was a great time.
Awesome. Any hopes to work with Adam in the future? If you guys talked about maybe another project, anything coming up?
I'm not sure. I mean, he has a tendency to use a lot of the same people over and over again. So I would hope I'm thrown into that repertory company.
Awesome.
So we'll see. Nothing in the immediate future.
Nice. And I just have to ask,
sure,
if they were to ever do it, would you come back to Gremlins again? Do you enjoy that role?
Oh, sure, man. I mean,
nice.
I feel a lot of kinship with that. I feel like it's at this point, you know, sadly, so many people who were in the first two, it's been 30 some odd years. A lot of them, like Hoyt Axton, who played my dad, they've passed away. So really, I'm one of the last people standing. I kind of feel like, I kind of feel a little bit of ownership with the franchise. Like, it's, you know, at least in a small part, you know, kind of partially mine, you know?
No, it's definitely
mine and his.
Well, just, you guys were awesome together. You guys really sold it. Just working with a puppet is not easy. I've seen actors try to do it, and you sell it, man. You really do.
Well, I have a lot of fondness for him because the puppet is, we're so inextricably linked, and the puppets, you know, the way that they did them was so convincing. So if you really just take that very small leap of faith and say, you know, this is alive and this is my pet and I care about it, then it's going to be believable. I mean, quite honestly, it's really not much more of an acting trick than meeting someone the first day who's playing your wife and pretending that you've been married for 12 years, right?
True.
You just shook their hands an hour ago, and now you're kissing them and saying, baby, please don't leave. That's kind of more of an emotional trick, isn't it?
I would say so. All right, well, thanks again, Zach.
Thanks,
Enjoy the
sir.
rest of the weekend. All right, guys, welcome back. We're here at Rock and Shock again with Matthew Lillard, man from Scooby-Doo.
What's my name? What's my name?
Matthew Lillard?
Lillard, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I was like, I thought I pronounced it right. It's like, I've been watching you since SLC Punk, man. The good stuff back in the day. So it's 20th anniversary of Scream.
Yeah.
Looking back on that, how do you feel about the film 20 years later?
Look, it's a piece of my childhood. It's like looking back a little on like high school. You know, it's something you care about. It's something you love doing. But yeah, you moved on. Since then, I've done probably 50 films. Obviously, you know, on a weekend like this, it's like going back to high school reunion. I mean, you see all these people that are excited about the film that support the film over these last 2 decades, and it's very humbling.
When you guys were filming it, did you feel anything special about it back then with Wes? No,
not really. I mean, you have to remember, like, you know, Wes Craven at that time in his career had a couple movies that hadn't done very well. It was starting 2 actresses that were on TV shows, which back then never happened. And so there was this sense that while we had a good script and we had this sort of unbelievable experience making the movie, I don't think anyone expected it to sort of catch the zeitgeist as much as it did.
Now, for the ending, I remember seeing it in the theaters when I was a kid, and I didn't really see that one coming with the boyfriends just being the ones at the end. When you were reading the script, did you have that same kind of reaction when you got to that part where you're like, oh shit, I'm the asshole?
I don't, you know, so funny, this question came up, I don't really remember. I mean, the only thing I remember about reading the script is that opening sequence where they killed Truman's character. I read that in like a little, in the Hollywood Hills, in this little sort of guest house down this canyon, and it freaked me out so much that I stopped reading it and read it the next day. But I don't remember in the twist whether I knew I was the killer the whole time, because I think that by the time I got the script, I think that somebody had told me that.
Now, to switch it up a little bit, like I said, I've been watching you since SLC Punk. That's probably one of my favorite movies you've done. I need to know, is there a sequel anytime coming?
Yeah, they just released it.
Oh,
yeah. No, that's all right. I'm not in it.
No,
the director went off and made a sequel.
That's why I didn't
sort of
know
without my character, and it's doing whatever that movie's doing.
Oh, all right. I'll have to try to find it then.
Or you don't have to if you don't want to. It's okay.
No, you know, I like to support the small films too, because I felt that was a great movie too. You and your character of Buddy Bob, and it just the back and forth, the inner monologue you had in it, and I thought you played that role perfectly. As a punk rocker in high school, like it really spoke to me, man. And it's like,
by the way, you're still the punk rocker.
Yeah. Once a punk rocker, always a punk rocker.
Amen.
All right, man. Thanks again, man. Keep acting. We'll keep watching.
Thanks, man.